So guys, usually my entire session will be like, will be a discussion, not like a training or something. I blindly go over the content. It won't happen like that. It will be an interactive session. So everyone can be in unmute, and I will discuss with you guys.
Yeah, Haran, due to AI.
Yes, exactly. So how? Oh, 1 minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Yeah, sorry guys. We can resume. So like as you told AI, so how it supports to AI? Anyone having any idea about it?
You are asking related
Okay.
ETL, no?
Yes, ETL, but
Yeah,
how
ETL like
it matches with current trend? Just you have to analyze it, no, without analyzing, simply
yeah.
going and
See,
yeah,
nowadays we are handling the lot of data.
yeah.
Because of that, we need to maintain how the professional we work. For that, we use the ETL like segregate all the things. Because
So, first of
uh,
all, may I know your name, sir?
Prashant from
Prashant.
Bangalore.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
Prashant. Thanks
because
for
yeah, we are handling the lot of
picking
data.
up.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. So we are handling a lot of data through ETL, right? So how this supposed to help our AI world? Now everything
So
turning into AI, right? So how this suppose helps? So before taking up the course, you have to make this understanding first, right? We are handling a lot of data. So how the handling of data is supposed to help your AI related skill? Because if something you have to learn, you have to know the basics. Correct, Prashant?
yes,
Anybody can speak up. Even anything you can share your thoughts.
for manipulating the data, we are using the
Yeah, right. That's a good answer. Appreciate you. We have some more relevant answers also. Yes, everyone can speak up. This is not like a Q&A. It will be like a discussion. That's it. This is how my entire sessions is going to be happen.
My one concern is there. One of
Yeah,
our friend has told me that it replacing the AI, but for me, for my knowledge, it's not replacing her. But
yeah,
using AI, we can like grow our so we can
yeah.
grow our professional.
Yes, exactly. If you see the industrialists, and if you see the firing happens in all the companies, so who and all staying in the bench, and they are not having the technology update. They only got the firing, right? But the thing is like, so before you are going to your ETL, so what is the basics for AI? You have to understand it, right? If you are training a AI model, then what is the base for that? That's a knowledge base. Knowledge base is nothing but a database. Okay, in a database, they are storing their algorithms in a different way. Okay, they are doing analysis on the data, and they are storing it in a knowledge base, which is nothing but a database. If you see a cloud environment with Azure, you have Azure Blob Storage and Azure SQL. So Cosmos DB, there is lots and lots of DBs associated with Azure, which is a cloud. If you go Amazon web service, okay, then there is also a lot of database are supported. So on that database, they are using it as a knowledge base based on your AI service which you are using. So they are using it. If suppose unstructured data like a photo, GIF format, if you go cloud, you have your blob storage there. it's not it's a way to store unstructured files. If you're using some structured files, suppose I'm analyzing on a form, okay, then I have more structured way. I have Azure Cosmos DB, I have Azure SQL DB, like that. So all AI will be built on top of your data only. Okay, so it's really pretty much important to understand how you're manipulating or managing your data. Okay, then only you can come to know how AI works and how I can learn AI. So without this basics, without this data management, if you go AI directly, so you can do whatever work. So in current day, some guys will be like they are not showing interest to learn new things and simply doing the same activities again and again. So in the same case, in AI also, the work will be like that without understanding your basics. Okay, you're getting Prashant?
Yes, yes, like that.
Yeah. So now we will come to our session. Our session will mainly deal with data. Okay. So data means we have different type of data: structured, semi-structured, non-structured. Okay. All kind of data we have. So how we can bring all the data into our system, and we can do our ETL. So ETL is basically like, can somebody answer what is ETL? Guys, you can speak up, guys. There is no issues.
Extract, transfer, and load.
Yes. So what you're going to extract?
The data which we're getting from the
Okay.
source from the
Yes,
different.
exactly. So when you're taking the data from source, you have to understand how many sources I have. Okay, what kind of data I'm going to extract? How I'm going to extract? Even what is the nature of the data? You have to understand everything. Then only you can design your architecture very efficient way. In our upcoming classes, okay, so definitely this entire session will be like a practical oriented, nothing like conceptual oriented. But I will take some theoretical concepts, because in your interview you have to answer the questions. Since I'm working in a IT concerns, different IT concerns, like for past 13 years, and I have good experience with interviewing also. I'm always a panel member of the interview team in my company, so I know how we are expecting. So I'm taking this class according to that. Okay, so for theoretical, how you can answer. So if you are answering, what is the meaning for each word you are using? This is how this session going to be. Okay, and simply if I'm teaching you one concept, like for example, we have SCD. Okay, slowly changing dimension. What is slowly changing dimension? Okay, and how it is used. Okay, like that. And what is the need of that slowly changing dimension? So everything I will cover with these three questions, which will answer or make the understanding from very basic, and each point you can make understanding. Okay, fine. Now we can go with our ETL thing we came. Okay, so now from source, different set of source we have. How do we analyze and take the data?
Sorry to interrupt you. Are you sharing your screen? We
No,
are
no, no.
not able to
Still,
see. Okay, okay.
still I didn't started sharing Ranjita.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
I'll share.
Okay,
Okay, before going to the content,
okay, fine.
I'll share.
Okay, thanks.
I'll do share. You can see, no? So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so now you are having data from source. You have to understand in each granularity. Okay. So what is the nature of data? How I'm going to extract it? You have to design your pipeline. Okay, what is pipeline? A pipeline is a job which used to pull the data from source to a different through a medium to a different location. That's called pipeline. That's what the developers usually do, no? All right. I think Rajita, you're on
Yeah.
mute. Okay. So after you're extracting your data, what you're going to do?
Processing.
Yeah, processing. So what are all the process involved? So who will provide, on what basis you will do that processing? Okay. After
Using
processing, where you are going to supply? Yeah, Srinivas, something you're coming to
sorry, I
play.
thought that you were asking the question, so that is why I thought
Oh,
to answer.
okay,
I am
fine,
extremely
fine. No
sorry.
issues. No, not an issue. You can answer. If you have any thoughts, you can share. Because my
You can
entire,
continue.
see, we have 35 class. As per the schedule, all 35 class is going to be like this.
Sorry, no, I mean, you can continue. Sorry.
Okay, fine. So how you choose your processing? What kind of processing you need? Okay, that's based on the end user need. From the requirement, you will refine your test cases. Okay, so usually the ETL testing, the developer will do something. Okay, we will test it whether the developer created it correct or not, right? That's what the testing happens, right, guys? Now somebody can speak up. So usually what and all the developer done or deployed it in our environment, we are testing it through some requirements or refinements which was received from BA or developers sometime. But before that, everyone has to understand the system. Then only the implementation itself, the requirement itself, right or wrong, you can choose that, you can decide that. So by understanding the system, then you can do your analysis and you can find the bugs, if there is any bugs. Okay, after that, so okay, we did extract the data and loaded into the area, and we did processing and everything done. So what will be the endpoint? Till now, why are we doing this? Can somebody speak up, guys? Why are we doing that?
For business requirement.
Yeah, so okay, for business requirement, fine. And what is the endpoint? There must be some endpoint, right? For everything. So business requirements they gave. Okay, they gave the business requirements for what reason?
To get the accurate data.
Yeah. Yes, that's great answer. And I need some more relevant answers. Anyone can try, guys.
For analysis purpose.
Exactly. For
For
data
the,
analytics
yeah,
process. Okay.
yeah.
That's most suitable answer. I appreciate the guys who all answered. Okay, so the data analytics, if you see in AI, if you Google it, what is AI? Okay, so AI will make predictions based on the data which was provided. Okay, how the AI will get the data? Okay, through training some using some algorithm, they are training the model. Okay, for training the model, they need the data. So what data they will get at the endpoint of ETL? They will get some analytics data. Okay, that was through your reporting portal. There will be two endpoints for ETL process. The first one is your business intelligence report. Okay, there are lots and lots of business in the BA reports. Can somebody tell some examples for BA reports, guys?
Power BI, Tableau,
Tableau,
Cognos.
Cognos, yes.
SAP
We have
BO.
OBI, SAP BO, then Power BI. We have lots and lots of reporting tools. There, if you see at end user perspective, I'm a business owner. Okay, I want some business analytics data, like how much revenue I got per day. So I can't go to the database and directly run the query and I can't see it, right? I need a report, end report. That's it. I'm going to click a button. I must see what is my daily revenue, monthly revenue, weekly revenue, bi-weekly revenue, everything I must see. So just think from end user perspective, guys. Then that's the use of business intelligence report. For that, your ETL architecture will be base. So your requirements will be refined from reportings only. Okay, from a report, they will design one requirement. For that requirement, they will backtrack. Okay, what and all the tables do I need to join? Which and all the layers do I have to design? Okay, after doing that, they will take the data and they will feed it to reports. Then end user can see it. The next one, after that, after completing my ETL process, so I have the data which is ready for analytics. Using that, I'm going to make a prediction with the help of ML, machine learning, and AI, artificial intelligence. So anyone wants to do or to be best in AI or ML or like in current trend, it is very essential to understand the data principles and the ETL activities, everything. Okay, then this is base. Now it is very easy to accumulate the knowledge on AI and the technology which is evolving for today. Okay, now this is the overview of the importance of the course. Okay, now we can discuss what and all we are going to provide as part of this session. Okay, if you see, as we discussed, right, first extract. Okay, extract, transform, load. What we need to do, we need to have, I'm not going to present only the theoretical concepts. With the theoretical concepts, I will do practicals, hands-on sessions also. For that, we need some medium to work on, right? To extract some data, I need different set of sources. And after extracting the data, I want to load it in a environment, in a database or in a data warehouse, anything, right? So while loading that, I need some intermediate medium. That will be our SSIS. Okay, SQL Server Integration Services, which can be acquired through your Visual Studio. Guys, here I will support you for installation before the hands-on sessions also. Okay, we can have one session for installation. There everyone can install the softwares in their system, and we can discuss the issues, what and all they are facing in their system while installing. After installation, now just see, we are done with our theoretical concepts. We can implement the theoretical concepts we have learned in SSIS, which is our Visual Studio. Then after implementing, we are creating a pipeline, which is a developer activity, but we can understand it. This is what the developer is doing to understand the granularity of the data. After understanding the data, we can do the testing. For testing, what we need, how we test in ETL. Can somebody tell, guys?
The test with ETL with row count, duplication, null validation.
Yeah, null validation. For that, what we need?
Data validation.
Yeah, we need SQL, right?
Power center.
Yes, SQL. The
SQL.
language, it is must for ETL validation is SQL,
ETL
right?
validation.
So I'll teach you in deeply with SQL. After understanding SQL, now you're doing manual validations, but you want to do automation also. That's what the current trend will evolve, right? If you know automation, then you will get your job offer easily. So I will teach you automation.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I have one doubt here.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
from ETL testing background. I'm from normal testing background where I test APIs and UI.
Okay.
I hear you were talking about the SQL. So, but SQL is valid for only SQL databases. How about the NoSQL database? How do we do the data comparison in NoSQL database? Or is it not a part of ETL testing? I just wanted to
If you
know.
see, suppose 100 projects are doing ETL testing, around 90 projects they are using SQL databases only. It's very less, okay? In NoSQL databases, we do have support for NoSQL databases also, like MongoDB and something. But if you need, it will be like, it is easy to understand. But
Okay.
if you need more granular data, then that is like, suppose some 100 tables are there you are maintaining. On some 50 tables, I want to make a link. Just think, without NoSQL database, it is pretty much difficult to handle it. So in real-time projects, the SQL databases will be used.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, now for manual testing, you're clear till SQL. So I'm going to teach like what is we are going to discuss. It's not like a teach because everyone is a techie, right? Everyone will have some technology experience. So we will discuss about ETL concepts. Then we are going to implement it. After implementing, now you will act as a developer. You will implement your pipelines to extract the data from some source. You will do some transformation. Then you will load into a different target. After doing it, next point, the testing. What and all the testings you have to cover. I'll teach you that. And I will show you some samples. So this is how I'm going to frame my SQL query. Then I will ensure my validation. There is no bug like that. After doing that manual validation, before that, I will teach you all points of SQL. In depth, I will teach you the SQL queries from level 0 to level advanced. After that, you're okay with manual testing, but you want to know automation also, no? For that, I'm providing you some concepts with Python and PyTest. Okay. Here, for automation, I'm clubbing up like with Python. I'm trying to create a framework using PyTest, and I will involve Power BI also, since you have reporting also in this course. Then at final, these and all happen in non-cloud environment. Just think, no. Now everyone is moving to the cloud-based platforms. If you want to understand the cloud-based platforms, then some cloud-based services, you have to do the testing, no? I'll show a hands-on with Azure. If you see in Azure, we have 3 components. We will use it. One is Power Data Lake, Data Factory, and the most important component is just Databricks. And nowadays, even for AI also, many models are using only Databricks for their implementation and training their data. Okay. Now we can go with in depth with each class and on what each topic I'm going to discuss. I will go with. Any doubts, guys? This is how my flow going to be. Any
Haran,
doubts they can speak up?
doubt?
Yes, Piyush.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. How much database testing is also important because I got few interview calls. So
Okay.
in that they were also asking like we need a candidate who is able to write complex SQL queries, test stored procs, and perform database testing as well.
Yeah.
So are we getting any overview of database like normalization or those concepts? RDBMS?
Definitely. At the end of this course, if they are providing some complex queries, I bet like if you are not missing any session, especially with SQL sessions, if you are not missing any session, at the end you can write complex queries.
And about database testing?
Yeah, database testing, which is like migration. We will discuss that also. Okay. Database testing is nothing but a subset of ETL testing. That's it. Whenever the migration project's happening, they are moving the data from one database to another database. If suppose some database is legacy or some license issues, there we'll mostly do database testing. Other than that, if you see, database testing will be like an admin kind of stuff. So we can discuss. We have the classes scheduled for database testing also. But if you are good in SQL, then you can easily crack and easily understand what is ETL testing and what is database testing. Here, our main hero will be our SQL. Okay. Okay, Piyush, will it answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Hello.
fine. Yes.
Sir, I need some clarifications.
Yeah. May I know your name, ma'am?
Sujata.
Yeah, Sujata.
As of now, I'm working non-IT field.
Okay, fine.
After this training completion, can I get job offer in IT?
Yes, you can try. Even after completing this session, I will support you through some interview questions also. If you see at the end, we have scheduled interview sessions. See, after post-class support. For my previous batches, till today, I was providing that support to the guys. Interview Q&A support. Okay, what are all the questions they will ask in interviews, and how we can answer in terms of ETL and the concepts we discussed. Okay, suppose you want to enrich your resume, I can help for that too. If you want to do some AI related certifications, even I've completed many certifications in Azure AI. Okay, I can guide you through.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now we can go ahead with the contents. What we are going to see are all 35 class. Here you can see class-wise breakup. Okay, so in our first class, we will discuss about the introduction of ETL and data warehousing. So guys, as per the flow, this may vary. Okay, the second class I can go it as a first class. Suppose I'm thinking we are discussing extract, transform, load. At that time, if there is a necessity to discuss about the source types, then I can club it. But these things will be there on each session. Okay, and one more thing, on each session, after completing my class, there will be a quiz session at the end of each session, at least for 5 minutes. And at least for 5 minutes, the doubt clarification session will be there. It can extend till your requirement. If you have doubts for 20 minutes, I'm ready to explain out of the hours which is scheduled. Okay, and in my first class, so it will be like introduction to ETL and data warehousing. So what is ETL? Why you need ETL? How you can do ETL? And what is the significance of the data warehousing? And what is OLTP system and OLAP systems? And goal for the ETL? What are all the components of ETL? These things we will discuss. And in your class 2, ETL concepts and tools. Okay, extract, transform, load. The different components are different types of extraction, different types of load, what and all the transformations we will do, and different kind of ETL tools, out of which I'm choosing SSIS, why I'm choosing SSIS. Okay, and what is historical and incremental data loads. While seeing this concept, non-IT background guys can feel like a difficult thing, but while I'm teaching you, I'll teach like we will discuss like from basic level. Okay, so no worries, we can discuss it deeply. The next one is source and target understanding. Different type of source files, target systems, and mapping, how the source and target mapped, and transformation basics, and the quiz session for the third class. And the class 4 will be data governance and quality. What is metadata, logs, audit tables, data validation and error handling, and quiz session for that related to that class. And ETL testing. What is the life cycle and difference between ETL testing and database testing? What are all the responsibilities for the ETL tester? Okay, if you want to write a test case, how you can write it, and executing your test case. So those things with class 6. After that, after completing your 6th class, before your 7th class, we will set up a lab. Okay, we will install the required softwares. Okay, and we can see how to execute your ETL test case. Then ETL project case study is nothing but I will take one real-time project from some of the projects I've worked previously, or some of the projects if you guys wants to discuss, we can use that. That's based on your intent. Okay, so we can try to discuss that project, and we can create some test cases on that. We can execute it. So it will be completely a real-time project. So in real-time project, what and all the issues you are facing, what and all the challenges you are facing, we will discuss it. Then after doing case study, okay, we will implement our ETL testing. So as of now, till class number 7, what and all we have discussed. So we will go over here, which is SSMS installation. Okay, before SQL. After your ETL case study, project case study, we will go with SQL from class 8. For that, I'm going to use the software SQL Server Management Studio from Microsoft, we will try to install in each one system, and we can create database and we can connect, and how we can without credentials, with credentials, and if you want to do some admin related activities. Okay, something like if you're working in a project, you don't know, you'll use your credential, you'll get your access. But how you set those permission granting and revoking the permission, those things we can discuss. Okay, then the SQL basics, DDL queries and DML queries, constraints and keys, then filtering and sorting, joins, different kind of joins, aggregation and grouping. Aggregation means sum, average, the functions, average, count, group by having. Okay, then subqueries and views. What is the use of views? Functions, different kind of functions, string functions, state functions, analytical functions. Okay, then case statement, indexing, and common table expression and window functions, query optimization techniques. Okay, these and all we will discuss. So I think which will cover around 98% of the requirement of SQL. With this, we can answer any questions, because here we are going to see practically, even though if it is extending the hours, not I'm not going to, like, if suppose I'm planning row number, rank, lag, lead on one class, unfortunately I can able to complete only 3 functions. I don't go for 4th function with theoretical explanation only. In next class, first we will see the missing part of the previous class, then we will continue the day's class which is scheduled. Okay. So after completing your entire SQL activities, then you will have your the real-time project setup we are doing now. On that we are going to do our testing with the SQL we learned. After that, SSIS. So in SSIS, we are going to set up the lab. We are going to create some pipelines as a developer. Okay, and we will push the data from source to target, and we can do some transformations. If somebody interested to go switch their role to a data engineer, then these sessions will be really helpful. In my throughout my experience, what and all the very important concepts for your data engineer related stuffs I've have made in this 4 class. So it will be basic. It will not cover entire data engineering concepts, but it will cover what and all required. Through that, you can able to map other data engineering activities also. So here, if you see, after installation and add-ons, so what is control flow, data flow? While creating a pipeline, these are different components of your pipelines. Pipelines are nothing but a job or some flow which is created for fetching data and manipulating data and loading data. Okay, then the transformations, how you can do transformations as a developer's point of view. Then error handling, we will discuss till 22nd class these things. Okay, now you will have a complete flow for ETL testing. Now you have implemented ETL architecture, you have tested it. So for this, what is your base? It is SQL. I'll teach you, so we will discuss it. You are well in that too. After that, you want to do some automation, right? Yes, am I boring?
No.
No.
Okay, Shreyas, thanks. Okay, after that, we have reporting. Sorry, somebody told yes, no?
What language are we going to use? Sorry, I'm very new to this thing. For automation?
For automation, we will use Python. Okay?
Python.
It's not deeply Python. I will teach you some basic Python concepts, and we will go the Python queries. The queries, the code we are going to use, I will explain you that for automation. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And are we going to learn PowerShell? Sorry, what there is.
As part of this session, we are not included PowerShell and all. Mm-hmm. PowerShell, Power Query and all not included. Only Power BI reporting tool.
Okay.
And Unix scripts also not included. Because why I skip those Unix related comments is like in a booming trend, in upcoming trend, everyone is moving towards cloud. Okay. If you're using any legacy systems, it is mandatory to use your Unix commands. Okay, then you have to learn PowerShell also. But now in your future environment, which is cloud, there instead of using your Unix commands and PowerShell, I can go with some cloud-based concepts. No, that's why I decided now futuristic way my course. Okay, so here I'm teaching you Power BI instead of it. So you can decide your own framework. So framework is basically used for reporting perspective. Okay, if some activities you're doing, how you're reporting it. So I can use Power BI for my reporting. So that's what I'm going to see in your Power BI installation, and you're connecting with your environment or medium you're using, and how you load the data into Power BI, then how you design a report using DAG, which is a similar kind of scripting which is used to create the reports, then building and publishing the reports.
And will you also make a comparison between different ETL frameworks like Apache Airflow, and there are some frameworks, I guess.
Yeah, we can do it. But according as of now, I'm planning to do some explain 2 frameworks. Okay, in a cloud environment, completely with Python. Completely with Python. How you can do automating your process. Okay, without a small portion of Python. So your because if you see for SQL, I'm teaching you around more than 12 classes. See, you have more than 11 hours. I'm taking SQL. So you'll have, I'm sure, like at the end of this 11 hours, you will be like, if you have no idea as of now, you're having 10% confident in SQL. After this 11 hours, you will have 80% confident in SQL classes. Okay, that one I'm giving assurance. After that 80% confidence through SQL only, very minimal Python, within these 2 usage, you can do automation. I will teach you that. Okay, may I know who asked that question? Is it Ranjita?
Yeah,
Ranjita. So I will explain you in that way. After that, after Power BI, so if you see automation, so PyTest, my main framework or main way I'm going to automate my ETL testing will be using PyTest. Okay, then in Python, you want to know Python data handling and database connection using PyODBC. Okay, and in PyTest, assertion, functions, fixtures, I will explain these things and all. Then SQL query automation with very minimal Python and maximized SQL usage, how we can do automation and how we can design our framework with that. And next way, I think it's so noisy, Ranjita. Can you please go mute yourself?
I don't think any noise from my side. I have one more question. SQL, okay. We are going to do automation using SQL query and some Python language.
Yes, exactly.
So I have some knowledge. I have some knowledge about SQL and PLSQL. So if we are going to use SQL, PLSQL programs are using SQL, right? So these are not PLSQL programs, you mean to say, is it?
No, these are all not PLSQL programs.
They are purely
these
only
are all simple, purely SQL.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
I have one question here. When it comes to Python, are we learning this pandas also here, pandas library?
I will give you some explanation about different libraries. Okay, if you want to design some API, suppose you're doing automation, you want to show the results in some API. For that, we can use some libraries. Like that, I will give overall heads up on the libraries. Okay, mainly how you will connect your Python into the database or Python into a database and executing your queries. But I will give you some overview about the libraries. Okay, Kumar?
Okay, got it. And one more question here. How
Yeah, sure.
trending is Informatica now? Is it like old or?
Nowadays, like a legacy projects, they are using Informatica, but in my recent company also, everyone is moving to a cloud because in a growing environment, they want to use AI. When the feasibility of AI with cloud-based environment, it is easy to implement. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm not choosing my medium as Informatica. Instead of it, I've chosen SSIS because with SSIS, I can able to easily coordinate with my Azure cloud. Okay. So Azure is one of the leading cloud-based service provider. There we can do all ETL stuff. Okay. And if you see in Azure, there is a lot of AI functionalities as well, Kumar. Anybody used Azure, guys?
No.
Okay, I'll teach you.
Okay,
We'll discuss
and
about
not
it.
about this course actually, sir. But thing is that parallelly we can learn Informatica, or is it required or not required? Is something I want to know.
It's you can learn instead of going with Informatica, you can go with Azure in more deep way.
Yeah,
That will
Azure
be
anyhow
really helpful
you
for
are
your
teaching.
career.
I think you are teaching in
Yeah,
this course.
but
Parallelly, if we have a time, so is it
yeah,
important to go with
but
that
in
or?
Azure, not only it's just coverage of 6 hours. It's just like a sea. It's just like a ocean. Azure will be kind of
Okay.
ocean. We have like 192 components in Azure. Okay, for automation, for DevOps, for your ETL. Okay, for your anything you can do with Azure. So it's like instead of going over Informatica, it's always suggestible to go with Azure or AWS like that because it's just a trend which is going, no,
Yeah, training
which
is
will be really helpful for
cloud-based only.
boosting your career. Suppose they are paying 12 lakh per annum for Informatica based resource. They will pay 17 lakh for the same profile. They are using Azure. If they know Azure, they will pay that much.
Okay, and do we need any coding knowledge in deep in this Azure or basic level is enough?
No. See, the components I'm going to discuss, which will be like enough with my class itself. If you know SQL and the Python concepts which I'm teaching, with that you can make utilize your Azure components. Okay.
Okay, will that be enough for the job oriented with 4 years or 5
Definitely,
years
it will
experience in
be
this?
4 years or 5 years. Definitely will be enough. If you have more experience, then you have to discuss more also. Even I'm ready for that too. If you have any questions, I can guide you how you want to verify. But till 6 years itself, this is like mostly enough. Okay, Kumar.
I got it.
Yeah. And even if you want to learn AI related stuff, I can guide you. After completing the session, I can guide you. If you want to do some global certifications, I guide you to that. You can learn it and you can enhance your knowledge. But with this itself, you can pretty much crack many interviews. Okay, so if you see Azure, what is Azure fundamentals? What are all the service? So here I'm clearly stating that we will discuss 3 important services. One is Azure Data Lake, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. These mostly for ETL testing, Databricks only the main component which was used by many testers or developers. Okay, there they will use Unity catalog and other catalogs. Okay. After that, in class 31, we will discuss about data factory pipelines, how to create and schedule pipelines, monitoring the pipelines, and data validation with ADF. So how we will do data validation with ADF. ADF is nothing but Azure Data Factory. Then Databricks. Okay. Databricks also. The remaining 3 classes mostly with Databricks. How to use Databricks, how to do testing using Databricks, okay? How to do automation with Databricks, with SQL alone, with Python. Everything we can discuss. So once this 35 classes completed, I'll guide you for your interviews, okay? If you guys interested, they can join with me. We can have some session, 2-hour session, some 3 members or 4 members I will be interviewing. They can answer it. If it is right, then fine. If it is not, if they want to be corrective, then we can discuss how this can be answered, how this can be solved, those kind of thing. Okay. So this is about all our class, guys. Any doubts?
Hi, Haran. Piyush here. One question.
Yeah, Piyush. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just one. I'm trying to understand. Why did we choose Azure or AWS? I mean, just trying to understand. Like, is it that ETL testing on the Azure cloud is more significant or more in demand compared to AWS?
Okay, so it's not like that. Both are cloud-based services only. But if you see Azure, and if you do comparison between Azure and AWS, here it's not like other cloud services. Here, what and all you are using, you can pay for that. Billing wise, which is more significant to use Azure instead of Amazon, which is more cost effective in Azure. That's why many projects are going to Azure instead of AWS, the cost wise. Okay, even so, I have this much budget only. I have like 1 lakh only in my hand. In this, I have to construct. Based upon it, you can you make utilize of your resources provided by Azure. Okay, in a same, suppose I have one component. In the same component, I have 3 different varieties. Based on my budget, I can choose it. So many projects, due to cost effectiveness, they are going to that. Okay, Piyush, will it answers your question?
Yes, Anand. Thank you.
Yeah. There is any other question, then we can discuss on it, guys. Otherwise, we can wind off our today's session. So from tomorrow,
I have a question.
Yeah, Manasa.
So I'm basically from ETL background, so
Okay.
I'm good with SQL and everything. So I'm basically looking for Azure and
Okay.
more on automation
Okay.
extensively. So how do you suggest?
Okay, that will be your call, Manasa. But that's why I gave this split. Okay, if you see Azure, definitely you will have 6 hours of class. Then if you see automation, you will have 5 hours of class. So you can decide, you can take a call.
I mean to say I don't want to attend the rest of the classes because I'm already good in that concepts.
Okay. Then
So
you have to take a call, Manasa. So this is the session. If you will in Power BI, just think, if you're good in development activities, because we are not alone doing our retail testing. We will discuss our concepts. Then we are going to implement it as a data engineer. Then only we will do our testing. It will be a complete flow. You can go ahead on each class. This is our content, class content. For entire batch, I am going to with this content. So you can take your call, Manasa.
okay. Oh, we don't. Don't have anything only particular to Databricks and the Python
As of
automation.
now, in this batch, there is nothing we have planned like that.
Okay.
Okay, if you want some other thing, then you can check with the institute. I'm the trainer only. You can check with the institute and they can confirm whether do they have any other training going like that. But according to me, I think this is the training related to Azure. There is no other trainings going on, but you can check it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Manasa, fine.
One more thing.
Yeah.
How long the duration would be? I mean, the 35 classes which with 35 hours,
Yes,
which
35
you are
hours.
telling. Yeah, I
35
mean,
hours.
it's entire November month, right?
Yeah, actually Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5, there is no classes on weekends.
Okay.
Per week you have 5. So 35 classes means you have 7 weeks of time.
And we will get recordings as well, right?
Definitely, you will get lifetime access to the recordings. And even I will be accessible through email and mobile. You can ask after the session completion also. If you have some other doubts or if you are attending some interview, you need some input, then you can just call me or mail me. I'll respond it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Srinivas, welcome.
Right now, I'm checking one job profile. The requirement says expertise with cloud-based data orchestration and ETL frameworks like Airflow, Prefect, Dagster, and data warehouses such as BigQuery, Snowflake, or Redshift. So, are we going to touch them?
No, Ranjita.
Okay.
That's completely with as how Manasa was asking, no? She was looking mostly into the Azure thing, right? So whenever
Yeah.
we're planning all 35 classes in Azure, at the time we can touch it.
So
But
maybe
if I want to touch that in SQL, everyone, the prerequisite must be SQL, Python, these things, they must be clear. And even they must have some knowledge in data engineering also. Then we can go with your requirements. Whatever you told, we can discuss on that. But without the basic, I believe that without basic, if you go higher level, it won't be helpful.
Okay, got it. Actually, like Manasa, I am also very proficient in SQL and Python also I know basics because I'm from the normal testing background where I do API testing and UI testing. So I have used Python already. So mostly there are some job opportunities where they are expecting some ETL related testing. I am not able to apply for those jobs. So I was thinking if I can use these sessions to help me, but I think these are a bit different than, yeah.
This is, we are mainly concentrating on ETL testing, Rajita. So just you can take your call.
No problem. I'll see. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing interest. So, any other questions? There is no questions.
Haran,
Yeah.
sorry, just one question.
Yeah.
With this course, like how much can we showcase our experience level?
Is it Piyush?
Yes.
Yeah, Piyush, that's upon your understanding. Okay. So that's what I told. No, till 6 years of experience, these are pretty much enough. If you want to apply some job based on the role, okay, if you're telling 8 years of experience, 9 years of experience, then you have to utilize the sessions. I'm ready to answer all your questions. Okay. So, but the base will be same. Are you clear, Piyush? So
Yes,
that's
Haran.
solely based on your interest. If you're attending all the sessions without skipping, then it will be really helpful. And even you can tell, like if you're telling you are having 10 years of experience, you can make it like it will be you can justify it because you know the basics. Then you have to fill
Yeah.
the gaps which and all missing. That one you can learn by asking many questions. I
Yeah,
believe
sure. Thank
asking the questions and answering for it. So our sessions will be like most interactive way.
you. All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys. There is no other questions. We can wind off, guys. I'll give you 1 minute for the questions. There is no other questions. Then we can wind off. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing interest. I think from tomorrow, the actual content will start, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
We'll discuss tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Good night, all.